first thing that was cloned.
But I know, but he could have picked. What I'm saying is like
no.
Listen. But what I'm saying is he chose it to be rabbits because Jordan Peele doesn't like rabbits. I think someone said that they saw an interview where he's like, yeah, I just don't fucking like rabbits.
Interesting. But you also have like the Alice through the looking glass type thing going on where like. Why are you playing that?
I just want you to know.
What is happening on that? I don't want to put this on the podcast.
It's too late. It's on the podcast.
Ugh. It's very sad what you just did.
They were eating rabbits. We had to get in the mood.
Now I'm just bummed.
Well, it's a heavy movie.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy. I can't believe I saw it 3 times.
But I feel like you know a lot more.
I do know a lot more.
Okay, so in your 3 times, could you figure out a concrete thing behind the Hands Across America thing? Because I get that like she was like that was one of her last memories.
That's all
on the overworld.
That's very simple.
Okay,
she was wearing the shirt at the time.
Yeah,
and that was like some imagery that she understood.
See, that's what I thought. I kind of got into an argument with someone about it. And he's like, that doesn't even fucking mean anything. And I was like, yes, it does. It's like the last thing she saw before she got stolen. And so that like she's creating a resistance and you can rally around a very active thing like that. Yeah,
well, and also too like I just think that it's just a very simple like that was one of the last things she saw. Yeah. You know, it was very 80s and this was also like stop. Please turn that off. I'm done.
Continue
no more rabbits.
Continue your thought.
You interrupted me. It's cool. It's fine. But your eyelids look like hot dogs.
Shut the fuck
up. I can't wait to graduate college.
Why?
Then we can talk about real goofy shit.
Like what?
Not yet. We can't talk about it yet. I've got...
You graduate in like 4 days.
I've got a week left of where they could have punitive measures on me.
Oh my god.
But listen, the PBRs are coming.
As soon as you graduate, we can talk shit about the last 4 years of our lives.
Yeah, we're just going to do a college episode. College. No, I think it's just a very simple answer. It was the last thing she saw. She was trying to make a statement, and she knew that she had the resources to actually put Hands Across America all the way. And it was beautiful. It was very pretty. That final shot when Minnie Riperton was playing. I fuck with Minnie Riperton. I don't know if you listen to her music.
Not really.
But it's that final song. It's like, when somebody how do we say that?
Only 15 seconds, dude. Only 15 seconds.
We can't play any more than that?
No. Then we get copyrighted.
I wasn't even singing lyrics, though.
I think it's still the song.
Yeah, no. There's a striking similarity. I'm taking media law right now, and it sucks.
I bet it does.
I love the professor. Great dude. It's just so hard to understand. So I actually do know that I could be slapped with a copyright suit for doing
and we don't want that. Please don't do that
Minnie
to us,
Riperton,
government.
Please don't do that to us. We love you. We stand with you.
Here's the thing. A lot of people... Have you followed reviews for this movie?
I have, and I don't like them.
It's gotten a lot of mixed reviews, and it fired me up.
Yeah,
and
this is what you're gonna be mad about.
I got in an argument at a bar.
Oh, did you?
With my uncle.
Oh yeah,
because he was like, I didn't like that movie, and like some of my coworkers was like, yeah, it was a bad movie, and I was like, did you watch the movie?
Were we watching the same movie?
Did you see it? Did you sleep the whole time? That's probably why you didn't like it, because you fucking suck.
It's just a short film to them.
Suck, but it was like, here's the thing. It's such a smart movie. And, I don't even understand how you could say it's not a good movie.
Well, there's just, I'm taking film theory and criticism as well right now, so I could make some arguments.
Well, let's fucking hear it. Because here's the thing. I've heard a lot of, this movie has plot holes. You know, what fucking movie doesn't have plot holes?
I think there are plot holes.
What fucking movie doesn't have plot holes?
Every movie has plot holes.
That's what I'm saying. Why is this the one that people are attacking?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because everyone was expecting Get Out.
I do think that that's a big problem.
Yeah, I think that they were expecting Get Out, and they were expecting it to have some grandiose social commentary that's very in their face, because people like to have tough conversations whenever it's under the guise of something they can easily understand.
Mm-hmm.
And so with Get Out, you had a lot of people having conversations about race, that they could frame the conversation with Get Out as kind of the backdrop. Hey, we just saw that movie, let's kind of talk about this. But then, when Us came out, it was like Jordan Peele has every right to just make a horror movie, but they expected it to have some sort of racial undertone, because
and that's not at all what it was.
The main characters are black, and everyone was just like, it has to be saying something more than this, and that's why they're not really about it.
But it's not about race.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be about race.
This one's about privilege.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
And that's still an important conversation. He's not shying away from having conversations, but it's
just a different conversation.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of people, too, just wanted something different. I think that they weren't expecting such a weird premise. I know that I said at the beginning that there were a lot of people that really liked it because it was a weird premise.
Yeah, for sure.
But there was also that many people that disliked it because it was a weird premise, and it was clones underground with scissors. What is that? But it's just a good, odd premise, shot beautifully, score is incredible.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
I think one of the things was Get Out and the conversation that it was kind of pushing forward. It was very self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Get Out is obviously a movie about being a minority in this whole crazy fucking world,
America.
And Us, I mean, it still kind of told you what it is talking about, but you have to be listening to a very specific line of dialogue to kind of get what's being said. And you know, I don't think, if you said this movie's not about things, you don't go into a movie and fucking listen. That's what I'm trying to say. God damn it.
I just think that I don't know. I think that people. I will say this though. My thing after the first viewing was, I like this movie, but I need to see it again so I know why, and I need to make sure that it's not just because I think Jordan Peele is cool. Because I think with Jordan Peele, another thing to remember about this movie, why I think it's so good and had some funny moments. That's another thing too that critics have been saying is they were trying to be funny at some points.
It was funny,
but
it was actually funny. Yeah,
and I think that the thing about that is that Jordan Peele understands comedy and therefore understands horror. I think that the two are just different sides of the same coin, because comedy and horror, comedy and drama are two sides of the same coin. I'll say that. And then horror is an extension of drama.
Yeah,
to me,
100%.
out of sort of talking about narrative structure. But I mean, you take a premise like Step Brothers, and I know this sounds weird, but this is what I've been saying to people. They were like, it was just too funny. And I was like, well, think about another funny movie that you like. And some dude said Step Brothers. I was like, okay, Step Brothers is about two siblings that move in, or two stepbrothers that move in together and viciously beat each other to death because they're competing for their parents' affection. It's all how you tell the story. And so for me, it was comedy and horror they can just play in different ways. It's just the score that sets them apart. If you had a laugh track over moments in Us, they would play as funny.
Yeah.
It's all about how you tell the story, and I think that Jordan Peele gets comedy, and therefore he gets horror, and I don't know. I think that to come out of the background that he does with comedy and to do something that is as unsettling as this is great.
Yeah, that monologue really, really just ruined me.
The toys that I played with were sharp. It was, but I don't know. I think that I think it was a good movie, but I still, I want to own it so I can watch it again. I think one more time. If I watch it one more time, I'll get it.
Did you predict the twist the first time you saw it?
The first time I saw it, I want to say, I'm just gonna say no, but I definitely did notice things. But I was like, eh. See, I never thought, when I saw it, I was like, eh. I don't think that
Yeah.
it'll be like that at all. My mouth was open. Whenever.
I didn't notice anything until she went back into the House of Mirrors and found the door and like knew where she was going. I was like, how the fuck would she know where she's going?
I see that didn't even occur to me. I think because I saw it in the trailer. So
Really?
I was like, oh, she just knows where it is.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing. You know, it never occurred to me like that. But what I did notice that I just wrote off was when she killed one of the twins, when she went back into the house, and she was like, rat! And then Jason walked in, and she kind of like popped back out of it. So I think that I was like, that was weird. This is a weird acting choice.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thought, and I didn't pay it any more thought. And then, I guess, too, yeah, I noticed this. I knew that something was up come the time of when she got out of the car and went into the woods to find the daughter. Zoloft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was her name.
Zoloft.
I can't remember her name.
Zoloft and Lexapro?
Yeah, well, her daughter's name, her untethered daughter is Zara. I think.
Fucking Zoloft.
Zoloft.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Also, it's so weird that they like named these characters because you never hear them.
Just Pluto. I think Pluto's the only one you heard. Yeah, because like you never hear Tex's name. It was Zora, not Zara, and it was Umbre, not Zoloft.
Umbre was Red's daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about the twins.
No. I was saying after she got out of the car.
Yeah.
But
in the tree.
First in the house.
Yeah.
And then they left the house, and then in the car.
I was pissed when she got out of the car. It makes sense now, but I was like, why the fuck would you get out of the car?
Yeah.
I was like, why are you waiting so long? Get in the car and drive away.
Well, also, like, this sort of apocalypse would be relatively easy to avoid. If it were me, I would...
You just kill your tether.
You just kill your tethered and then just avoid the other tethered because they like, if you notice that too, they only kill their person.
Yeah.
So...
But also, do you really survive if you don't know this is happening? Like, they were sneaky as fuck.
Like, if I got a knock, on the door and I opened and saw me.
Yeah, you don't know that, unless you are the original family, you don't know that the tether is coming for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You just have to hope that, like, you happen to see one of those news broadcasts and you see, like, that motherfucker just killed himself, but it's not him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm at my door right now.
Better lock it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I think it would be very easy to just... Well, because also you saw the helicopter, so people survived.
Yeah.
Like, there were people that survived. And then, like... But, I mean, think about the logistical nightmare of having to prosecute those people. They're not even, like, on the books at all. The government knows about them. And I'm just thinking, that's, like, the one plot hole. It's not even a plot
legal
hole.
action for the tethered?
I'm just saying, like, what do you do? Do you just put them back down there and you lock the door and lock the key and throw it, whatever? I don't know. Like, what do you do? I mean, like, I've just been thinking about, like, after. Because as a movie, on face value, it's really great. But I have been thinking lately about the logistical after effects.
Here's the thing. If they're in the line, that means that they killed their overworld surface dweller. Mm-hmm. Let them take their spot.
You think?
Teach them how to talk.
No way, dude.
They're not going to kill you. They're the same person.
Well, I mean, like, you want to talk about, like, population control? They did
God. Oh, my God.
They killed a lot of people.
They did kill a lot of people.
I think it'd be very interesting to see a little more. But, I mean, I would never actually want to see a little more. Mm-hmm. I think it has to stand on its own. But I would love to see, like, 20 minutes more.
It's like, hey, I am Gabe. You are Garb. That's my tethered name.
No, your tethered name would be Zoloft.
If you can get me, you can be me.
Yeah.
I fucking guess.
I wonder what my tethered would look like. Obviously, red jumpsuit, you know, some bags under the eyes. What would my hairstyle be? Because they all had different hair. Mm-hmm. I just wonder. I don't know.
I wonder how mine would act.
I feel like mine would have a big beard, and I'd be like super pissed when I saw him. I'd be like, "What the fuck?
How do you get to do that?
Yeah, why do you get to be? All you
fuck
need is
it, you
rabbit.
can be me.
Yeah,
you can be me.
Come on. I've always made the joke that if I ever met myself, I would want to fool around.